Hey guys, Dave from DRC Racing Garage. Welcome back. Today's episode, today's video, we're going to be talking about a logbook and the importance of a logbook. But first, what I want you to do is go on your app store or on your phone, and I want you to download Drag Tuner and Drag Weather Station. Okay, it's a great. The weather station is going to be key. Is going to be key to your logbook. Okay, the weather plays a huge factor in drag racing. There's a lot of stuff on there. I don't document every single line for line, but I just some things I'm gonna tell you what's all on there, and then I'll tell you if I do log that. The temperature, I do log that. Humidity, I log that one as well. The barometric pressure, that's another one I do. The dew point, I don't do. The density altitude is huge. I do definitely do that. The STB correction factor, I don't do that. The SAE correction factor, I don't do that one. The ADR, I don't do that. The vapor pressure, I do that one. The wet bulk, I don't do that one. The water grains, definitely a big one that I do as well. The pressure altitude, I do that one as well. And the wind speed and the wind direction, I do those as well. You can get this book. This book is $6.99 on Amazon. Okay, it will last you a long time. It's basically, if you raced every weekend for a whole year, I don't even know if you'd fill it up. It's huge. It's pretty thick, but it has you probably would fill it up because you have. On one side of it, you have 10 passes, and you can eliminate some of this stuff. You don't have to document every single thing, but on here it has your time, what time of the day, what lane you are in, lane choice, or the lane is huge too, depending on if the sun's on one side of the track or not. I mean, the track temperature could be, 10-15 degrees in a different from the right to the left lane, depending on the sunset and all that stuff. Or the trees block the shade. It's a big deal out here at Bradenton. In the evening, the right lane is going to be faster than the left lane because that's closest to where the trees are. Okay, so the key to all this is document. It's going to help you with your tuning. It's going to show that the improvements that you're making, but it has like the delay, what delay you had in your delay box, reaction time, 60 foot, 330, the 60 foot, there's 660 ET, the 660 mile per hour, that 660 is 8th mile, and then it has like your dial in, what you dialed in, what was your actual ET, and then it has some of the like shifting, what your shift point was set at. And then it has some of the weather stuff down there. The weather stuff on this one is pretty good. That's probably what one I'd use, what I document. On this one is more of a maintenance type thing, and I'll make another video on that. But it's just like your engine, how many number of runs, your oil, how many runs, your timing, jetting, transmission, your shock settings, your gear ratio, your tires, how many runs you have in your tires. This is all stuff that you can document. Definitely put the weight, definitely put the date down. That's huge. Your valve lash, like I said, it's got everything in it. This is a really good book. This is the best one I've had. You can get one from Summit, but Summit is not in depth as this one. This one was $6.99 on Amazon. Okay, and go download the drag racing weather station. That one's awesome. I know at Bradenton Motorsports Park we have an app on our phone that is actually like our time slip. We get a paper one too, but we have one on our phone. That's really good. I like it on my phone because I don't really even have to stop by the shack. but I do anyways. But sometimes I don't. And it's good to have too. But check your tracks. Check your track to see if they have that available on your phone. If they have that available, it'd be a good thing, a good tool to use. But what I do is after I make my pass and I get my ET slip, I go directly to, when I park in my pit, I go directly to my trailer and write every single thing down. I would say the density altitude, like the sea level, is huge. I don't know exactly what my sea level is. I think I'm like 200 or 300 feet above sea level. I'm not really sure. But, and another thing with the drag racing weather station that I like is you can pick up any track. Any track in the United States will have the weather. I actually just pulled up Jeffers Motorsports Park in Missouri, where they're having the No Name Nationals. I pull up Bradenton, any track you're racing, just pull it up, it'll tell you the weather any time of the day, 24/7. So keep that in mind as well. And then just, some of the things I wanted to talk about. I know I mentioned it the other night, where I did a video on the engine diaper and the belly pan. Bubba Ayers, who's a subscriber, had mentioned to me about the catastrophic failure that Steve Morse engines had. He told me to go watch the video. I watched it. Steve, if you don't know who Steve Morse is, Steve Morse is an awesome engine builder. He has like a 4-door station wagon. It has like wood paneling on the side. He threw 8 rods through the bottom of the oil pan, and it had the belly pan underneath it. Go watch his video and you tell me if that belly pan did its job. Okay. The next video I'm gonna be doing, it'll be August. Not the next video. It's the Christmas tree video that I wanted to do. It's not gonna be until August. I ordered a vinyl Christmas tree, so that'll be like the first week of August. But you guys, just like I said, the importance of this book is like doing your homework. Document every single thing. Everything that you feel that you need to document. Like I said, I don't document every single item, but there's a lot that I document. And this is old school way. I mean, my car, I have a 7AL3 box, so I don't have the grid. I don't have all that fancy digital dash and stuff like that. I may get that, but it won't be until like maybe next year or so, because I want to get my motor put back in. I want to go make some passes, some test runs, and run some races. The thing about the difference of Florida and maybe where you live is we race all year long. We race from the first week of January up until maybe 2-3 days before Christmas. We race like 11, almost 12 months a year. And you guys race, maybe, I don't know, was it 5-6 months? Some of the places where it snows, I don't know the weather in other states. I know I see it, but I've never lived a full year in another state. But I know some of the tracks close and stuff down like that. But what I do is I race from January to about the end of April, maybe the first week or 2 of May. I gauge it on how hot it's getting. I don't race when it's hot. I just won't do it. And then I start back up in September, the end of September, middle to end of September, and then race up right before Christmas. But what I like to do, you don't have to do this. I mean, everybody's different. But during the summertime is when I stock up on my engine oil, my oil filters, trailer supplies, all that kind of stuff. I stock up on that stuff so I have it. Spark plugs. I go through a ton of spark plugs when I spray this car, a ton. So I stock up on all that stuff, and that way when I do go to race, I have all the stuff that I need and I don't have to pay for it. You're gonna pay for it anyway, so maybe if it's where you live and it's downtime, maybe stock up on the stuff that you need for your racing season. So anyways, I just want to go over that stuff and just the importance of a logbook. It's like when you get divorced. If you've ever been divorced, your attorney tells you to document everything. That's how I treat this. This tells me what my car is doing, or what I'm doing. This is exactly what this. I go to this constantly. I'll look at what days, and what I was getting at with the 7AL3 and that stuff, you have to do it on paper. I mean, they have apps on the computer. When you have a grid and all that fancy stuff, and you put your laptop up there, it downloads everything. So all you have to do basically is push a few buttons and you dial in your car. It tells you what, but I don't do that way. I'm old school. So anyways, you guys have a great evening. We'll chat with you later, and get after it out there racing. Have some fun. All right, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.